Hey everyone, John the Renegade here. I'm going to give you guys my early impressions with Titanfall. I finally got into the beta, and so far I really like the game. I'm sure everyone who's watching this video already knows what Titanfall is and has a good understanding, but just the basics. Titanfall is a sci-fi first-person shooter. Yeah, it's multiplayer only. It's made by Respawn, the guys who used to be Infinity Ward with Activision and created the Call of Duty series. The game has really tight controls. Aiming, moving, just everything is smooth. 60 frames per second, no frame rate dip, nothing. Even in the beta, everything is great. I really like the way the game handles. It's very smooth, very responsive, and they have a whole bunch of different button setouts that you can choose, so you can really pick something that's comfortable for you, and you're not stuck playing a certain control scheme that might not be something you're used to or prefer. Like myself, I like the Battlefield controls where you melee with the B button, you duck with the right stick. I just like the fluidity of movement, being able to change levels without having to move my hand off the stick. So the game is pretty straightforward. I really like playing as the pilots. They had the verticality, the ability to transition from one level of topography to the next, get on top of buildings just really fast. I really like it. This, I think, is where first-person shooters, especially in the online area, needs to move. Is they do a good job, Battlefield especially, of widening the borders of a map. You have so much room to go, you know, to the distance. But verticality, you know, you've got to create that sense of scale up. I think is really an untapped area for most video games to go. But Titanfall really captures that well, even though I don't think there's any buildings that are taller than 3 or 4 stories. But just this map, especially Angel City, the way the urban environment is and how they're packed together, it just makes the game really fun. So now I'm about to get in my Titan. At first, I wasn't really crazy about the Titans. Of course, I hadn't used them. You know, they were slow, easy targets or whatever. But then once you start to learn how to use all the Titans' abilities, you know, the Vortex Shield and the Missile Pod and stuff that you start with, and use it the way it's meant to be used to increase your lifespan, it's very satisfying. Of course, you shouldn't, like, if you're in a Titan and you have full health and you come across 2 Titans, you're probably not going to kill either of them. It's best to try and take on Titans one-on-one and not let them gang up on you, because that's the quickest way you get your Titan. You know, your Titan takes 2-3 minutes to spawn, and as soon as you get in it, you run around a corner, there's 2 Titans, and if you try and take them on head-to-head, they're going to tear you up. And now you see, I got a little warning that there was a pilot on my shoulder. You want to jump out as soon as someone's on it. Now, if you're rodeoing a Titan, alright, you're on top and you're shooting it, and you see the Titan hunch forward, that means the pilot jumped out. That means you want to get off that top of the Titan and shoot the pilot. And if he goes to jump back in the Titan again, just jump right back on top and start shooting it again. You know, you have the advantage there as long as he doesn't have any help from other players. The AI is not really challenging, really easy. They kind of, a lot of people are criticizing the AI, but what I think they're there for is to keep people from camping, and not in a negative term. They just want to keep the pace of the game moving. So with all this AI around, you see something, you're shooting. That creates noise, it lets people know where you are, it keeps them moving. This is a fast-paced game. This isn't a game that's meant to be spent hunched over in corners and moving slowly around the map. So far, my early impressions, Titanfall is really good. I'm looking forward to when I get the full game and get to dive into the full tool set available, because we don't know how many maps are going to be in it, how many weapons. We know there'll be 3 different types of Titans. So, you know, there goes my Titan. Anyway, this is going to be the first of many videos. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Stay tuned for more.